Have you seen every door in your house? Now before you click off thinking, this guy's stupid, of course I've seen every door in my house. What kind of question is that? Just think about it. Please. My life depends on it. Alright, done? Good. The first thing that might have come to your mind is a roughly human-sized slab of wood that opens and closes in a single direction. You'd be right. That's a door. But doors aren't just, well, those. Gates, bridges, cabinets, and even bottles are all doors in their own unique way. They can let things in, and keep them out. Which brings me to my current predicament. You've read the title, and you have questions. We'll get to them, I promise. But I have to explain myself first. I live in California, down in the Inland Empire. Got myself a small house before the prices went to shit. It wasn't the best looking one on the block, but I'll admit, my desperation to realize the American dream outweighed my need for aesthetics. Despite this, I still made sure to check out every nook and cranny of the place before putting my money down. I'd heard horror stories of new homeowners buying a seemingly lucky spot, only to sell it within the week due to a myriad of infestations. Given my crippling phobia of insects and anything else creepy and crawly, I did everything I could to make sure the place was clear. Pretty sure I pissed off the agent at first with all the snooping around I was doing. But hey, I'll bet he's popping champagne bottles now. Anyway, the house. You're probably wondering what was wrong with it. Well, to tell you the truth, it was just like any other house. At least at first. You already know I'm a bit of a neat freak. I've got work from 12 to 9 every day, but I always wake up around 5 in the morning to clean apart the place. Mondays I'd usually do carpets, and Fridays were reserved for the restroom. And on weekends, I'd usually take Saturday as a free day, while using Sunday to give a quick once-over to whatever I might have missed earlier in the week. Then come Monday, I start the cycle again. The point I'm trying to make is that I've seen every inch of my house. If there were any secret compartments or hidden basements, I would have found them a long time ago. That was what I thought, of course. Every Friday, when I got ready to clean the restroom, I passed through the door frame on my way inside. Every time I did, a sudden sensation of vertigo swept through my body. Actually, I make it sound dramatic, but the feeling passes nearly the instant it hits. It's fairly unnoticeable under the usual circumstances. Like when you hear a small noise you can't explain, or see something in the corner of your eye that really isn't there. So what was different that day? Just my luck. I had a nasty fever that left me nearly bedridden for the majority of the week. I couldn't stay in bed forever, though. I could see the thin layers of dust and muck slowly collecting on the walls and floor around me, clinging onto their newfound home like minuscule, string-like spiders. I couldn't help myself. The more I saw how dirty my house was becoming, the sicker I felt. So I did what I do best. Starting with my bedroom, it took me a bit longer than usual. With the aches and pains I felt in every movement, but it got done. I was already in the middle of cleaning, so I thought, why not just get the bathroom done? It'd only take me an hour, at most. Worst decision I've ever made. You already know what a fever feels like. You're sore everywhere, all your movements feel like an absolute chore, and the slightest bit of temperature imbalance leaves you either shivering or dripping with sweat. So, when I walked through that bathroom doorframe, I got hit with a wave of vertigo that dropped me to my knees due to the sheer amount of dizziness that shook my body like a goddamn concussion. It was then I saw it. I don't really know how to explain what it looked like, so I'll do my best with what I can remember. The thing sat right between the space in which I entered and exited the bathroom door, just out of my peripheral vision. I would call it a door. I mean, it was a door, shaped like every other one in the house, but it just didn't make any sense. First of all, how was there even a door there? Its location had to defy every natural law there was, and whenever I tried to move my head around to get a look at its sides, it moved with my vision like those foliage textures in old video games, perpetually denying my attempt at getting a peek at whatever lay behind it. What the fuck? I said aloud. I blinked and rubbed my eyes, but it was still there. Maybe it's a trick of the light, I thought. It was, to be honest, a stupid thing to think, but I had to be certain, so I flipped the light switch on and off, and to no one's surprise, the door still sat there, in that impossible space between. It was pretty clear at that point how I'd missed the thing the whole time I'd been living there. It was situated in such a perfect spot that no matter how I approached it, no matter what angle I entered, exited, or cleaned the bathroom in, it would always lie just out of my normal field of view. Now, here's where the real scary shit begins. I tried to open it. Call me foolish or downright stupid, but if there was a door in your house that you'd never seen before, don't tell me you wouldn't try to open it too. Anyway, as my hand began to turn the cold brass doorknob, well, I don't really know how the best way to describe it. I guess I felt something on the other side move. The doorknob locked tight in place, and I could feel the thing trembling in my hands. It was at that moment I became fully aware that something lurked just on the other side, holding the door shut. I heard a low, deathly rattle, like that of a heavy stone dragged across asphalt. Then, breathing, slow, deliberate, I let go of the doorknob and backed the hell away from the damn thing. I sat down, one part of me on the carpet outside and the other half on the tile inside the bathroom. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Can you imagine going about your life like a normal person for years, only to have this happen to you on some random day? There was shit I needed to process. But whatever lay on the other side of that door had other plans. I saw the doorknob turn. Without thinking, I rushed back to hold it in place, throwing every ounce of my weight against it. I felt that unseen thing try to force itself into my home. Its incessant breathing, a constant noise that got louder and louder the longer I kept that door shut. And, well, that's where I'm at now. Got one hand on the door and one on my phone, typing this out. I'm gonna see if I can find anything to hold the knob in place. Maybe some glue or tape. I'll update you all in a bit. Or I won't. Depends on how good I get this job done.